boys, welcome once again to Ama's Corner. My name is Nanama Ekuma. Today in Nanama's kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make Ghana meat pie. As you all know, you look down there, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thank you so much. I promise not to take much of your time. I'm going to go quickly with you with the ingredients, then we start with our Ghana meat pie. So when you're making Ghana meat pie, we have to fill in the pie so that it can be more juicy and very nice. So I'm going to start with my filling ingredients, then I go through with you with the dough ingredients. So over here I got 300 grams of tuna, 1 bell pepper, but I'm going to use half, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, just a pinch of salt. I'm not going to use everything. 1 medium onion, half teaspoon of tomato paste, 1.5 teaspoon of all peppers, and a small Maggi cube. And for the dough, I have 3.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of margarine, or you can use butter, and 1 tablespoon. I have here half teaspoon of nutmeg, half teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 egg for brushing. So I'm going to start with my filling so that it can set, cool down before we can put it in our meat pie to bake it. So I'm going to dice my onion and my bell pepper. I'm going to use half of this. You can use green bell pepper if you want. Unfortunately, I do not have the green one, so I prefer using the red one. So we're going to start by cutting it. So you make sure you take off the seed. And as you all know, everything is being washed properly before it's being used. So this is how it should look like after cutting it. Very tiny and very small. So after cutting my bell pepper and my onions, I'm going to start with my filling. So I'm going to put in the tuna first. The tuna goes in first, but before it goes in, I'm going to measure 1 tablespoon of oil. This is a half tablespoon, so I'm going to measure 2 of this, then we can start with our filling. So after that, you just add your tuna to it. You have to make sure you put your fire on a low heat. So at this point, I'm going to add my tomato paste, half teaspoon of tomato paste. I'm adding my diced onion. At this point, I'm going to add my all peppers to it. And my little bit of Maggi cube. So I'll add a little bit of water. It shouldn't be too dry. I'm going to add my bell pepper to it. You can add whatever vegetable you want. It can be carrot, it can be spring onion. It's up to you. You can decide not to add. So as you can see, my filling for my meat pie is ready. I'm going to turn off the heat. Then I let it sit till my dough is ready. So you have to place it at a cool place. So now that our filling is resting, we're going to make our dough. At this point, I'm going to add all the dry ingredients. Then after that, I can add the margarine to it. So all my dry ingredients goes in. Then you mix it up. As you already know, my hands are clean. So I'm going to add my 1 cup and 1 tablespoon of margarine. It has to be cold. There we go. And 1 tablespoon. So at this point, I'm going to massage it so it mixes properly. So after mixing your batter with the flour and the other dry ingredients, this is how it should be. You should be able to fold it up to be like that. So at this point, I'm going to add water to it, 60 ml. And you mix it. If the 60 ml is not enough, you can add more water till you get the right texture. So after adding your water, should be cold water. This is how it's going to be. At this point, I'm going to move it up from the bowl to the bench. So I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces. So I'm going to use my rolling pin to roll it out. You can add some of the flour on the rolling pin. So normally to get an actual or the right shape, I normally use the lid of one of my saucepan, the little ones. So I'm going to put it on so that I can get a round shape and get the right size. Okay, so after it's like this, you're just going to put your filling, then you cover it. As you can see, at this point my filling it's cold. So this is what I normally use to bake my pastries. So you can either put in baking paper, or you can just spread a little bit of the flour so that your pie do not stick on it. So I'm going to put this aside, and this is my little milk. So after filling in my dough, I'm just going to use a bit of it to brush around it so it becomes so easier to cover it. So at this point I'm going to put my filling in. A bit more. So after that, you're going to dip your finger into the milk. You put it around it. Then you cover it. So you can either use 2 of these fingers, or you can use fork to seal the mouth. So I'm going to use my finger. Goes like this. So after this is done, you put it into your baking pan. Then you move on with the next one. So I'm getting my egg ready so that I can use it to brush my pie. It's done. So this is the brush that I'm going to use to brush when I'm done with my pie. As you can see, my pie is ready. I'm going to brush the egg on it so that I can put it in my oven. So you brush it. This egg brushing gives it a golden color, which makes it look yummy and very nice. So you just brush it on top like this. So at this point, I'm going to put my pie into my oven. It's 15 to 20 minutes and 180 degrees. So it's 20 minutes now. I'm going to check my oven to take my meat pie off. So this is my meat pie. As you can see, it's golden brown, very nice. And I just can't wait to taste it. Yay! My Ghana meat pie is ready. Thank you guys for watching me today. I'm really grateful, and thanks to Fufofo Market for always supporting us. We are very grateful. At this point, I'm just going to open one of my pie for you to see my filling. So this is how it should look like. So as you can see, the filling is looking really moist. It smells really good. I just can't wait to taste it. I hope you try this at home. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.